So we cannot worry too much about these new digital identities and even the new digital money that's coming, because there's nothing much we can do to stop it. There's no protest, there's no petition, nothing is going to stop this. There's not going to be any voting for it. Remember, this is a technological advancement and we're going to have to take it. Because if you want to travel anywhere, well, you'll need the digital ID. If you want to go to the supermarket, well, you'll need the digital money. If you want to get petrol, yeah, same thing, you'll need the digital money. We won't be able to get away without it. It means the only way we'll get away without it is if we have an alternative system, an alternative place where we can go shopping, where we can get petrol. Now, an alternative place to travel, I don't know how you're going to get an alternative airline service that will not require your digital ID. I don't think we can have that. But the system I'm working on, ENTIFY system, is an alternative system. It's nearly the same idea, but it's totally the opposite. It's completely decentralized. The one they're building is totally centralized. Now the thing is, ours is far, far superior. It's so far superior. In fact, it's unhackable. It's totally secure. And their one is not. It is quite insecure. It's quite hackable, especially a centralized location. And of course, it's open to human error and AI error. And there will be always AI error. But ours will not. See, the ENTIFY system is not governed by AI. It has to be governed, controlled by us, the living men and women that use it. It's a system for real beings, living beings. We have to operate it, not AI. So the ENTIFY system is really a perfect system of authentication. We can authenticate ourselves perfectly. Because it's a two-factor system. We have a card that is offline. We hold the card. And on that card is a key. And it's the key, the private key, that allows you to connect to the blockchain online. You will have an NFT on the blockchain, that is you, that connects to you. But your card, which is offline, is the key. It means there's no way of accessing that NFT on the blockchain without your card, which only you have, and you keep it offline. You would have to touch your card to the phone or touch your card to the computer to enter the private key. So that you cannot hack it. Again, there's no way of hacking your card. The cryptography we're using is so advanced. It's called post-quantum cryptography. Even a quantum computer could not hack it. And you would still need your passcode. So for example, you would have to put the passcode in and touch your card, both. So even if someone stole your card, they would not have the passcode. And it'd be more layers to this. For example, you will have your own smartphone, but that smartphone again will be yours, proven to be yours, because that itself will have an NFT. The smartphone will have an NFT, and that NFT will be connected to your NFT, which will be connected to your card. So for example, if someone steals your card, they will only be able to touch it to their own phone. And the blockchain will know, well, this is not your phone. So they would have to steal both your phone and your card, both. Then they would have to unlock your phone, and they would also need to know the passcode to your card. So they can't know all these things. And even then, if they manage to get your card, get your phone and the passcode and get in and transfer some money, well, where can they transfer it to? It would only be able to transfer it to the blockchain, the one and only ENTIFY blockchain. So if they wanted to steal your money, they would steal your card, steal your phone, steal your passcode. then log onto your phone, transfer money from your account into their account on the same blockchain. You wouldn't be able to get it off chain. Now their account is registered to their card. It will go to their name. So what will happen is, once you realise your card is stolen, there'll be a way of getting back in again. So then you'll get back in and say, hang on, someone transferred some money, and it will be proven who it went to. It will be traceable. Remember, still private, but the blockchain itself will know. You'll be able to initiate an investigation from the blockchain and find out where your money went. So no one could steal it. There's no way of stealing it. Again, it will then be registered, logged on the blockchain. This is stolen money. So you might have your house on there. They steal your house. They can't steal your house because the transfer of the NFT would have gone to them, their name, their card. And the blockchain would know that's stolen. So when they come to sell the house, they can't sell it. It will just come up, you stole it. It won't work. It's a perfect system of authentication. It's a system of freedom, and it's a system of freedom from crime. No criminal would join the ENTIFY network. And because this authentication is so perfect, it's a signature. Your card would literally be your signature. It's as good as you signing something. The card that they're building is not that perfect. It's not a perfect authentication. Sure, you'll have biometrics, but biometrics can be faked. It's well documented. You can cheat biometrics quite easily. Our ENTIFY card, you could not cheat it. So you could still have biometrics to enter your phone, but remember the biometrics, if you had biometrics on ENTIFY, it would be on the card. You would create your biometrics, put it on the card, and it would be offline. Nobody could access your biometrics. But you wouldn't really need them. That would just be for you to access your phone. Just for convenience. But no one could hack them. So we wouldn't need that. So our system would be superior in every way. Far safer, far more secure, and totally decentralized. So what would happen is, in reality, we would have to have our digital identity, the one given to us by the state. We would have to use it. If you want to go to the supermarket, we want to travel, yeah. But on the other side, we would have our ENTIFY card separately. That will give us connection to a different network of finances that we could build up separately. And that network would get bigger and bigger, and soon we would have, other providers on the ENTIFY network. You could have a farm shop. Individual sovereign farmers could grow and sell their food and sell them for the ENTIFY tokens. Now you would have an alternative place to go shopping. An alternative digital network. And eventually we'll have more. Imagine builders, plumbers, people willing to work on the ENTIFY network and be paid on the ENTIFY network. So we'll have two things going along side by side. And when the ENTIFY network gets big enough, powerful enough, real assets, real money, real gold is on the ENTIFY network. Now the digital ID, we don't use it so much, we don't need it so much. And of course we'll have an internet. We need the digital ID to get online. But ENTIFY network, we will build up an alternative internet also. A whole new internet, and we won't need AI. Again, we don't need it. This will be an internet for real living men and women. We put the information on. It's going back to old school. Again, no AI. Cannot be AI. If you want AI, you'll have to go to your digital ID, the state sanctioned one. then you can go on, use that, use the AI, do what you like. But if you want to create something offline, imagine you go and create your AI artwork, but then you download it, you record it as your own, then you can upload it onto the ENTIFY network as your property. So you'll be able to do that, for example, crossover, bridge between the two. So what it means is, don't worry too much. Slowly, slowly, we're going to build an alternative system. And we'll all be able to join it. And then the old system will fall away. We won't need it so much. And at the same time, we have to work with the Sovereign Project, work out the lawful structure, how we can build this network with law. And law, remember, is signatures. So we've got a card that is our signature, as powerful as a signature. So every time we touch our card, that is law. And we can actually have lawful documentation. We could create our affidavit of ourselves, our statement of life. Proof of life. I prove I am a living man or woman. I create a document, I sign it with witnesses. This document can then even be photographed or filmed or digitized somehow. Then that document of evidence goes onto my NFT card. That is my proof of identity. Now, when I use my card, I'm using that document, a lawful document. And the state can say nothing, can't touch us, because that is upheld by law. They can't touch us. And the system is so perfect an authentication, it's foolproof. It's more secure than the one they're building. So the irony is they'll want to use ours, but they won't like ours because it's decentralized and there's no way of committing a crime. Again, it's going to take me a while to prove this. But ENTIFY system is freedom technology and freedom from crime technology. No criminal will want to join it. You see, you cannot even have a corporation. On the external digital IDs, yes, you'll still have corporate entities, big corporations doing what they like, because no one has put their name to it. No one is responsible. In ENTIFY system, if you want an account, you must have a card, and that means you must be a real living man or woman. You have to put your name, your signature to it. So if you want to run a corporation, big business, you're still going to have to put your name to it. And if you cheat, do some terrible corruption in the name of the corporation, it will come back to your name. You won't want to do it. So no big corporation, no big tech firms, no big pharma will come onto ENTIFY. They won't want to, because they have to put their name to it, and no one wants to do that. Freedom from crime, freedom from big tech, freedom from big corporations. It's a system for living men and women, and we are the ones that have to do the witnessing. So we are the ones that we have to organize it. You know, if we want to do something, we have to bring in witnesses. They have to touch their card to the phone to witness something, for example. So you can even have a system of law, you know, a jury. The jury cast their vote. They cast their vote by touching the card. It's a signature. It's a true democracy. You know, if you want to have a vote for something, everyone must sign. They touch their card. It's a signature with full knowledge. But we don't need it, you see. We won't even need a political structure once we've got this ENTIFY blockchain system. It's the power of the individual. And we do what we like in our small communities, our small groups. And we can have a bigger group. A global group is no problem, but no control. It's still the individual control. And we don't need a system of law because no criminals will want to join. A criminal it just won't work. If you join ENTIFY, you cannot steal anything on the network. If you join ENTIFY, you cannot scam anyone. A scammer won't want to join Because if you scam people, it will come back to your card, your name, and it will be traceable to you. The whole point of a scammer is they create a fake account, a fake name, a fake identity. That's what they'll have in the digital identity. People will hack it and then use your digital identity. Now you've been scammed. It's not secure. ENTIFY cannot do that. You have to create your own account with your own card, and it will have to be verified. Again, once you've got your card, you want to join the network, you will have to get witness. At least one other person will have to witness your card to join. So you have to touch your card with a witness, they touch their card, now you can enter the system and you're on. Has to be a witness of another living man or woman verifying that yes, you are a living man or woman. Then your card is valid. That's what makes it so clever and really is perfect. It's actually perfect, mathematically speaking. And I'll go into more details of the cryptography and the security of it in time. But the simple principle of a card offline as the key and the blockchain online as the database, these two things are separate, but they are inextricably linked. That's the simplicity of it. Two-factor authentication. And it's so simple, anyone could do it. We're used to a credit card and we're used to a smartphone. But remember, the smartphone will be yours, your NFT. No one can steal your smartphone. And the smartphone is not a contract, it belongs to you. And the card is yours. No one can do anything with it, even if they steal it. You need both. Foolproof. So I hope this made sense. Please do leave me any questions or comments, and I look forward to seeing you in any of these other videos here.